welcome to my studio. Today we're doing another kids class, and these are designed with a simple project in mind, but they're great for adults as well. We're going to do the little star snowflake today, and I want to start out with showing the correct way to base coat this little wooden star. And I purchased this at Michael's and it was just $1, so it's a real inexpensive project that you can have them work on. And I'm using metallic blue paint. This is blue sapphire, and I picked this up at Walmart, but you can pick it up at any of the craft stores, that's fine. First thing you always want to do, especially with metallic paint, is shake it, because the heavier stuff floats to the bottom. So we want to shake that well, and then we just want to put a little bit out on our plate. You don't want to put too much. You can always add more, and that way it doesn't dry out on you. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start, and I'm using a flat brush, and this is a 1/2 inch flat brush. First thing we're going to do is start on our edges. And if you start on your edges, then your sides end up being smoother because you're not messing them up. So any of the paint that comes over on the sides, or you have a buildup of paint, you want to just flatten out. So we're just going to come back in and just clean those edges up, but we're going to do all of our edges first. Because if you painted the flat part first and then did this, it's going to mess it up. And you want your flat edges, the nice smooth part. So we're going to get in all of our edges here. And keep going around. Now you see how I'm pulling the brush from the side, not back and forth this way. It helps get those sides a little bit easier than the other direction, because you're going across it with all of your brushes. And get all that buildup of the paint on both sides. Make sure you check both sides. One more side left here. You also can come back over the top with the glitter paint if you would like to. You usually need a base coat for the glitter paint because it's more the glitter, not the paint. Okay, so we've got that all done. I'm going to add some more paint back on my palette now. Now we're going to come back in and get our smooth sides. And go in one direction. It looks nicer if you have than going in several different directions and just pulling that to the middle. It makes that paint nice and even. Now on this paint, I think it only needs one coat. A lot of these you need to do a minimum of 2 coats. You want to pick a color that doesn't take a lot of coats. This star is kind of transparent anyway, so it gives it a wintry feeling. So we're only going to do the 1 coat today. And then I'm going to switch to the outside edges to hold us onto here. And I'm going to have to get a little bit more paint. When you're working with acrylic paints, metallic paints, you do want to have your apron or your old clothes on, so if you get any on you, you won't get in trouble. You can see it splattering a little bit on my plate, so you can put a newspaper or wax paper or something like that underneath you. Okay, we've got that guy all nice and base coated. Always rinse out your brushes. If you rinse your brushes out, they last a lot longer and they don't go bad. So it's real important to always rinse your brushes out before the paint dries in them. A lot of people get excited and they don't remember to do that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the center of each of these so I know where I'm kind of heading with my design. And what I'm doing is I'm looking at where the center of this is, and I'm putting a little mark there so I know where I'm going to head with my design. And I'm going to be using just white today, and I'm going to be using the number 1 tool, the large end. Now remember, white needs stirred just a little bit more. And I'm going to do the center one, and I'm going to come with each one right down the side of it. Now at the top, remember it's in the middle, so you've already kind of got the middle one there. And we'll kind of figure out him in just a second when we do the other side too. And our wax is Crayola crayons. And if you're not familiar with the process, there's a great video called The Basics of Wax Design. And this is all just melted white Crayola crayon. And especially younger kids don't like to color with white because it doesn't show up on their paper. So you usually have a bunch of white crayons running around. We're going to come up on this side. Put that guy there. A lot of times what I'll do is paint one side and then go back and paint the other side. So I do like all the right side first. If that's easier, then do that. And then come back and do the left side. That way you can kind of keep holding it the same. The hardest part is kind of getting around these little stars. They're a little bit hard to get around. So let's just keep doing all the same sides right now, so you kind of know what I mean. And you're pulling it till your wax runs out, and your wax is your Crayola crayon, or till you get to that center part. And don't worry if it runs out before you get there, that is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So we're just going to keep on going here. And if your tool isn't working right or the wax isn't coming off right, remember to warm your tool up and don't keep it outside of the well. It can cool off, especially in the winter times when things are a little bit cooler. Okay, so we did them all on that side. Now let's go back and do them all on this side. And don't forget to load your well back up if it gets below 3/4, because it's going to start to give you smaller strokes. And I'm going to drop a piece of crayon in there. And don't hurry. The slower you put the stroke on, the further it goes. Remember, I've had lots of practice doing this. And I think this is our last one here. And don't get stuck in my designs. Think about what kind of design you would like, what you would like to do. It could be all dots, it could be all strokes. I'm going to come back in, and where these meet, I'm going to do descending dot. And descending dot means I'm going to just dot, dot, dot till I run out of wax or I am done. So I'm doing 3 dots before I load back up. Let's do all one side first and then come back and do the other side. But you could do one of these with just all dots, or whatever you would like to. Just use your imagination. Don't let anybody tell you you have to do it a certain way. Okay, so so we did that side. Let's do this side. And if you want to put a dot in the middle, you could also put a dot in the middle. That is up to you. And if your white is dripping, you've got your well too full. So, and don't move your tool too fast when coming to your project. Just want to move it at a normal speed, because if you move it too fast, it will drop on you as well. But don't have the well too full. You should be able to see the triangle or the rectangle of the well. Okay, we're all done with it. You could take and put a little silver bow or a white bow or a blue bow on top to add to it. You could glue little embellishments on it. There's a whole bunch of fun things that you could do to that. That's just a basic plain one. At this point in time, you do want to go and varnish it. Now, you could use spray varnish on it. You could also use the Brush On Triple Thick by Deco Art as well. That allows it to be handled a little bit more and to be brought out again each Christmas, a little bit more durable. So if you have any questions about this project, please email me at art@miriamjoy.com. There's also our website, which is miriamjoy.com, where you can purchase any of the wax tools that we may have used today. And also there's the YouTube tab there where you can jump on over and see more of these educational and fun videos, as well as a Facebook tab. And you don't have to be a member of Facebook, just jump on over there. We're having some fun contests going on, as well as a gourd that I post daily to inspire you, or a fun project. So thank you for joining me today. Have a Merry Christmas. God bless.